Okay. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So, alright, let me get this going, and then...
I got an honor capsule!
Yeah. Alright, so... First thing first, Jared in the sub chat, or whatever our team is called, that chat. Or Justin, not Jared. Justin. Or Jared. I don't know. Whoever hasn't done it yet. Go ahead in that chat and click on that Google Docs and just fill out the team questioning thing. It's pretty much just for me to get to know you guys a little bit and just see what you guys want to do and what you want. And it doesn't matter to me if you guys say challenger, master, I want to be bronze, I want to have fun. It's just so I know how to talk to you guys, because talking to people can change like everything. Like if I say smoking kills less people than diabetes and I give valid points, you might believe it, but it's not true. It's just that's what I'm just saying. Like the way I word things is gonna change depending on how you guys feel.
Oh, okay.
So this should take like just a few minutes and then go on to the actual lesson plan. Oh, I just realized my cam's on. Fuck that.
Fuck that. I've almost beat this Hearthstone.
Holy shit, the fuck formatting. Google Docs on fucking holy shit.
Alright, Arca just gave up. Individually. Who's not typing? There's only 4 things here. It should be 5. Who's not doing it? Vusa, Arca, Umbra. Justin!
No, I already did it. I already did it.
I'm doing it.
Oh,
I'm Justin.
Jared!
Umbra's Justin.
Am I gonna lose?
Jared's the one fucking reeing with this guy in chat right now.
Jared, stop reading and get to this shit.
Alright, get into the shit.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna lose.
One more thing.
Alright, you finish the thing and get in here.
Alright,
Ah.
okay, we're good. I'm out.
Because
I'll
the longer you guys make this take, the longer it's gonna be. Otherwise, I can get us out of here like decently fast.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, just answer those 3 questions and put your name above your 3 answers.
In the sub chat.
Alright, we go.
Alright, so I'll let Jared keep going, and then alright, Vusa, you want to go through your answers, and if you feel like you have to explain anything, feel free. But otherwise, just go through them.
Oh, I just small goals is why I just get to one thing and do that. I just want to hit masters this season.
Mhm.
That's about it.
Okay.
I'm just having a hard time realizing what I'm doing wrong, so I never improve just where I am. That's it.
Okay, fair enough. So that's at least like easy enough to see, you know? It's a small goal. You have a goal, try to go toward it. Alright. Arca, hit me up here. What you got?
I think over my time of playing League of Legends, consistency has probably been the biggest thing for me. That's just weird. So would like to be like other just in role, but also in performance. So I'd probably want to be, just small goals for now. Mid diamond, like to be able to consistently perform and again for number 2, individually play professionally for a high elo as a starter. Yeah, that'll be a thing. That's kind of I just want to like kind of make my way upwards and it's kind of one step at a time. And win online tournaments, I guess, as a team that'd be really cool. Actually play in tournaments and stuff like that, like consistently.
Yeah.
And yeah, as a player, I guess, yeah, in-game focus, and that's something I think I most likely issue with. I'm not too sure on where identifying most of my problems are, but that's a thing, and that's one at least I know of. And then, yeah, shot calling. I'd eventually want to be able to move on to do that once I fix problems as.
Did his mic count for anyone else, or is it just me?
He might have been done. I don't know.
No, wait, did I cut out?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You said
I'm
team
sorry, I'm
shot calling
autistic.
is something you'd want to do, and then it was just gone.
Oh, my bad. No, yeah, it's something I would want to do once I'm done finishing, well, at least fixing the individual problems. So, like, in a team setting, I would like to shot call.
But, well, the one thing I'll say with that, A, I like your goals. B, shot calling isn't about being the best player and knowing what to do. Shot calling is about not being afraid to go for plays and then learning from it. So that way you don't make the same mistake twice. So I'll say I think shot calling is something that maybe you shouldn't think of you have to be perfect to do.
Yeah.
Alright, Umbra, hit me up with it. What you got?
Yeah, I want to get to Masters or Challengers. I've been up to D2, like that's my peak. So I was like almost there, but not quite.
Yeah.
I wanna play in like higher tier tournaments or high tier flex with the team.
Mhm.
Like start getting our names out there.
Yeah.
And then I think my biggest thing is just like my decision making, like later on in the game, because I'm like very aggressive, so I tend to just keep being aggressive. Like I'm good early game, pretty good,
Mhm.
but it comes later on in the game. Like I make some not optimal decisions.
Yeah. No, understandable. It's yeah, you do definitely have a strong early game. I saw it in the game 2 when I watched. It was pretty amazing at points. So yeah, definitely. All right, Kevin, we're gonna skip you for a second. We're gonna come back to you. Jared, hit me with it. We're doing players first, then I'll do mine after you.
I'm very sorry. I just left for 2 seconds to get a drink, and I heard my name as I
No,
was putting my headset
It was
back.
just called. Don't worry, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Thirsty after all that typing.
I know, dude. Did you guys just see? He literally just left the server and quit the team.
Yeah.
Wait.
All
Oh,
right.
they need a new AD carry?
All right. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
we'll worry about later.
Yeah. Good.
So just talk about the stuff you wrote down. If you need to explain anything, go ahead, Jared.
Oh, okay. So, my goal is just to become the best player I can be. I'll be 100% honest. Like, as for like a team wise, like I'm not trying to like go on TSM from this team.
Yeah.
This is just a good way to play like competitively and
Yeah.
get in a competitive environment. But my sole goal is just get better, like as myself. Like that's why I'm here.
Can
Sure.
I ask
That's
you guys
why-
a quick question?
Yeah.
Are you guys going over personal strategy, or is this all general?
No, this is
No,
just-
this is
like,
I don't
general.
want to hop in here if you guys are like discussing like what
Yeah,
to do in the tournament and shit.
Sorry for making your guys ADC quit, but that guy was a complete asshat. And a
I
joke,
don't really
so.
care.
We were laughing the entire time.
All right, so to answer your
Dude,
question,
he made it. Okay. But so, with like two, like I was just saying, like as a team, I don't really have a team goal specifically. I just want to like perform the jobs I'm supposed to do well, and then just try and improve as shot calling the best I can, and just like overall team communication, because
Yeah.
like that's the. And then for 3, the biggest things I struggle with are early and mid game. And early game, I feel like I consistently get leads, but there's times when I'm just not sure what's the correct thing to do, like whether I should just be bullying in lane or going into like other lanes. As an ADC, it's a little bit more simple. And then mid game rotation, like I can have fine, like so every like high masters challenger ADC has like 8 to 9 CS at their lowest per games, and generally on my average I'll have like 7. And I
Mhm.
feel a lot of that is even if I CS early, there's just parts in the mid game where I'm just not rotating. And I feel like I can be a lot more efficient, but I just haven't really figured out which way to be more efficient with my earning of gold as an 80s.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I don't even know your name. Whatever your name is, Standall, and then Levante. Yeah, we were just talking quick about this stuff, so I understand what my players want,
Oh,
and then
hi.
we're doing the lesson.
My
Okay.
name is Dax.
Dax. Okay, gotcha. Kevin, if
Now
you
niggas
want
over
to
there
go, you
sipping
can.
tea and shit.
If you wanted to
Alright,
explain,
so-
Kevin. Go ahead.
My goal is to go into academy team coaching because, you know, LCS coach, and they already have those high people who are well known, so I'd have to build up a reputation first. Then, my goal, I want every player on our team to be at least Diamond 3 or higher this next season. And then the way you can help me out is by sending
You cut out there?
Yeah, you send you what?
me money.
I can send you dicks if you want.
High quality news.
Dicks,
If they're
dicks, dicks, dicks,
dildos-
dicks.
If they're dildos, I can sell them for money. It's still the same thing.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you, Kevin, for that enlightening thing. So, for me, down at the bottom, pretty much, honestly, got goals. I wanted to since I started playing beta. I want to League be part of my career. I don't want to have to go to work every day, come back, and play League afterwards. I want to actually just do this as a job. What I want to achieve is I actually want to have my name known. I don't care if it's as a player, as a coach, because I can't get so far. I can't get back to where I once was at a really high elo. So, gonna try coaching and see where that gets me. I just enjoy it, and you guys kind of help me just by trying your hardest and allowing me to help you guys get to high elo. Because a lot of people can be really hard to coach if they get stuck and they feel, I don't know, if they feel like they can't improve or they hit a barrier and like no one can help them. Sometimes they shut out coaches, and I've done that to coaches before, and I've been coached. So I guess just give me a chance and do your best.
Okay.
So now for the next part, the actually coaching. It doesn't matter to me, Dax. If you want, you can, but it's just mainly for my team. Unless I'm going to be coaching you guys too.
Yeah, I don't think you are. I don't think we're gonna split time like
Yeah.
question mark.
So then, I just put in our chat. This is the actual lesson plan. You guys can't edit this, and if you can, you tell me so I can fix that shit. Because I took time doing
Let's
this
see,
shit.
I'll put a potato somewhere.
Yeah.
Nope, can't put a potato
All
anymore.
right, good. Let me know when you're all in.
Where's my potato?
You know what this lesson plan's missing?
What's up?
A potato.
I'll put a potato in for you. Potato.
Yeah, these potatoes
Hey.
are actually growing on me.
Whoa,
so-
that's
Wait,
not
take
how you spell
Take away the E.
potato.
Take away the E.
Whoa.
There you go.
He's so triggered. So triggered.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Potato. Alright. Are you all in here?
Yeah.
Maybe.
This quality shit posting.
Alright.
Oh my.
Alright, so basically, like I said before, first lesson plan is going to be mid lane priority. And I chose this because when I watched the game, it seemed like none of you had problems with lane. Even with Arca subbing as support, I don't know how long since Arca's played support, but you guys didn't really seem to have that much problem with playing the game as more of as working together. And so I figured this is the best way for me to get you guys to work together because it forced you to use a lot of different parts of the game. It's pretty much just simply start what is lane priority. It's really just the ability to outnumber your opponent outside of your lane and using that minion wave, whatever you have to do. How do you get it? There's 3 main ways. You can either push the enemy into the enemy tower. They have to either miss CS to rotate, in which case you guys can just back off, maybe place 1 or 2 wards, and then you have an advantage just inherently because they miss gold and experience. You can threaten kills, which first it's gonna force them off of minions, which once again you can either make them miss XP if they're far enough back, or they miss gold. Or if you threaten kill and go to roam, you can sit in a bush, kill them when they come to rotate, or if they don't come to rotate, just 1v2 or 2v1 the enemy jungler. He dies, same result, and if he stays up try and push too late, you get another free kill.
This involves a lot of murder, and I'm happy.
You guys can feel
Same.
free to read the whole thing. I'm really just kind of going through stuff fast. If you have questions, you can always ask, or if you want anything explained. The third way is really just natural stuff. What's that?
I was gonna say a huge part of getting lane priority is also the mind game part of mid too. If you're acting aggressively the whole lane and then you just randomly disappear, usually what I do is I act like I'm stupid and take a lot of like a little bit of unnecessary poke, so they think I'm worse than them, and then you all of a sudden you shove
I
as
do that.
hard as you can, and you don't even have to look for a roam. Sometimes what's great is you literally purposefully step on a ward to like relieve pressure in other lanes. Like if your top laner's just getting absolutely fucking shit on, you just and you know there's a ward in the river and you're playing like Talia, literally just like especially if you're the enemy mid laner can't push as hard as you can just shove in and walk over that ward, and it'll give your top laner like 15 to 30 seconds to like take control over their lane. Most of the time it'll work, unless the enemy top laner is just disrespectful. Then you should just 3-man dive them.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It just if it's pushing, or if you can poke someone down, that sort of stuff makes it really easy to do all sorts of stuff. You can go into jungle, kill him if he's being a complete moron, or even just relieve pressure. All that sort of stuff is great. What's up?
Another thing is too with mid, once you get priority, just placing a pink ward in the bush towards the bot lane, and after you shove in the wave, just sit in the bush where you know they don't have vision on you, and if they don't have vision in the river, they'll bot lanes. It's basically what Dax was saying, like how the top laner has to respect you. So either the mid laner is going to be pinging the bot lane to back up when you're really just sitting there, and you can generally sit on the bush, and since you have priority, you'll kill them in a 1v1, and they will generally walk up to the next wave and try and push it out because they think you're roaming bot, and then you can just come up behind them and deal a shit ton of damage and force a sum. Like if you watch any challenger mid laner, they just literally sit and they push out a wave, and they'll just fucking sit in the bush anytime they're playing on like an assassin or any time they have kill pressure, and then they just sit in the bush with the pink ward and river and wait for the other people to just overextend in the lane and basically just self gank themselves.
Yeah, and so also side note, I guess this lesson is called midlane priority, but I do mean this for everyone as well. It's like what happens bot lane, you can push them out, pressure them out, go roam.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things you can do this, but the main part of this lesson that I'm trying to get is the thing I noticed with the scrim is that Umbra is the kind of jungler where it seems like he takes over a game, or he kind of, I don't know if I want to say flop, but he kind of like stumbles in the sense of at the start of game 2 when I watched, he got a huge lead and he was just kind of a monster, and then just kind of hit a point like it plateaued where like we didn't know what to do with it. And the one thing I noticed was that no one took advantage of any leads. Like we had a 2-0 bot lane where we didn't pressure kills, we didn't rotate to help jungler, we didn't do really anything with it. We had a top lane where we could help, or we could have him help around the map, and we didn't do anything with it. And so there is a ton we can do with lane priority, but the thing I really want to focus on is playing around jungle in the early game, because I believe as a player and as a coach that the best way for me to help you guys win games is by teaching you to play the early stages of the game really well and then transition that to the mid and late game. So when I'm talking about shoving the opponent in, I mean like level 2 or level 3. If you're playing Talia, use half your mana if you have to, push in the wave, and then when there's a Cassandra, or Syndra, or Orianna farming that wave, you roam. Or if you're a top lane Renekton, or I don't even know if Renekton can push all that well. I fucking hate top lane. But
Oh no, that champion's trash now, by the way. He doesn't. It's just not good.
fair enough.
I think you'd be better off referring to Camille.
There you go, Camille.
It's the same.
Yeah, just push in the wave. He has to farm, you can go roam. Bot lane, I mean, Karma Caitlyn's a prime old school example, or Karma Sivir. They're not necessarily always the best champions, but they can push extremely hard and roam. And then just make it a 2 or 3v1 in the enemy jungler, maybe 3v2 if the support comes, but ADC is going to stay fed CS unless he wants to fuck himself, in which case you just back off with a ward or 2. Otherwise, the third way, just actually the most inherent way that's roaming, is you don't have to really do either the first 2 full extent if you do it. Just simply like buying Moe boots on support makes it easier for you to roam. You know, the waves are crashing together. You got a few seconds. Just go for a roam quick. Give it a try. You got teleport. Waves are gonna crash together. Try teleport. I mean, Aurelion Soul, Twisted Fate, stuff like that. The biggest thing though with all these is this has to be communicated ahead of time, and that's kind of part of the when you use it. Any point you have a clear advantage, you guys need to be talking with Umbra, and you need to tell him, hey, I can shove him in, or hey, I can bully him out. Can we look for a play here? And based on how I've seen Umbra play and how aggressive he plays, he's going to say yes. He's going to pick a jungler that can. So that needs to be communicated. And Umbra needs to be able to tell you guys, yes, I'm going to go for this, and then I'm going to go. So you guys have time to poke or to push. It can't be like a spree of the Umbra just says, hey, by the way, I'm going into the jungle, and he's already in there. Because then it's just like a battle, like, holy shit, I need to push, but holy shit, I need to go help him. And while I'm pretty sure there's a lot of times where Umbra can roam the jungler, that's not the point. We don't want to have any risky plays. We don't want any room for outplay. We want to make that a 1v2 every time. And even if it just simply means you disappear off the map and Umbra says, never mind, that's still, if you do that once or twice already, that jungler is probably just going to leave the jungle and just back or run the fuck away. So that's a huge thing. So I guess, I mean, that's pretty much all I really got. I was planning on reading through this entire thing, but kind of got to this point, I was like, doesn't really feel like you guys need/want me to read through everything I typed out. So that's kind of like the TLDR. I just got examples down at the bottom. If you guys want to click on them, they're already timed, so it just shows you examples. Let me know when you click on the first one, and then just pause it before you start watching.
Is anyone like confused? I think we should all understand, right?
I got a pretty good understanding.
Alright, Arca, you good? You understand?
Yeah, the only things I play really are Aurelion Soul and Talia, so
Xmithie!
awkward.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Riku's supposed to be missing today? 'Cause I know
Yes.
he was,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Justin, do you understand? Umbra?
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. Buso, understand?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So right now my video for the first clip is paused at 11:04. You guys.
That's where I'm at.
Yep, you guys can start it now. Basically, this first example, there's gonna be two in this one clip. The first one is gonna be Hellbelter and Ole holding Bjergsen and Biofrost in the mid lane, so they can't help because Sejuani is just inherently gonna bully out Zach. And you're gonna see this right here, how they're not gonna allow Biofrost to go help his team. And while it goes kind of even, just bullies him out of his own jungle, gives him some time, so they can't rotate. And you see Flame was already down here because top lane was pushed in. So even if they did try to fight that 3v3, it's really a 4v3. And then it'll actually roll straight into this next clip, because Flame stays out of lane for too long, gets nothing for it. Haunter hits level 6 and gets to come back and help bully Xmithie out with that lane pushing into. You guys see how that works?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that real quick?
Which part?
Just the last part.
About Renekton?
Yeah.
Basically because Flame went to go help Xmithie bully out Svenskeren in case they try to fight 3v3.
Level advantage.
Yeah, Haunter got level advantage by pushing out the wave. And he also got the wave pushing into Flame, so Flame basically needs to catch it to catch up. Haunter just gets to go in and stop Xmithie from taking the full camp and taking XP away from Svenskeren. So just kind of like a switch of power there because Flame stayed out lane too long.
Alright.
Good?
You gave him the
So
green.
that's what you mean by like lane priority?
Yeah,
You're
so
able to
just
push
by
up and then make
Flame.
them take a choice like that?
Exactly. And then, so Flame got the first priority. And he was actually probably the first one to get it before mid lane, because he was farther away, he needed that. And then mid lane just worked together to get that priority so Bjergsen can't come, so Biofrost can't come. So it's like a simple push and pull like that. It sounds really dumb and small, but this is where you guys need to be talking and about it, because when Sejuani at 11 minutes and 10 seconds in the clip, or in the video, Sejuani goes to bully out Zach, right? If you're not talking to Umbra, or if Umbra doesn't tell you, I can bully out the Zach, push in mid lane, or hey, Jarvan, come running down. If that doesn't happen, then this Biofrost, or what's his name, Rakan comes up
Oh.
and ganks Mithy basically, and Casting comes up, and that becomes a 3v3. But that's risky stuff. And plus, if you're not even if Umber's not saying I need you guys to help to push in mid so I can bully him, maybe Tom Kench doesn't come up and help push. So all this happens because Xmithie was telling his team, I can bully him, you guys need to get lane priority. And that's why you see Flame running down. Make sense, everyone?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so let's go to second clip, which is it's just showing how well, pause right when you get in, because it's a fast-paced clip. This is
Oh, it's the same one.
clip
Or
number
did
2.
Wait. I think I might have done I clicked it and I copy and pasted. Oh, okay. There we go.
There you go.
Fixed it.
KT versus Longzhu. Pawn here makes an amazing play. He sees the bot lane. What the fuck do you call it? He has wards in the blue side, so he knows Sejuani is going to be on the bot side. They have the Jarvan going over there. They have the stronger bot lane, and so they decide to go for a dive. And they've got a Ryze who could easily push in and roam with that ulti. So that's what they do. I can start the clip. That Korean tilts me though. Pushes BDD in, punishes him for playing too far back so he can't push the wave. He goes for a 4-man dive and just absolutely wrecks these guys. As you can see, BDD doesn't even know that they're roaming yet until it's way too late because the wave is pushed in. You can't see him. Fog of War just allows him to run right in. And for those of you who didn't watch this game live, after this, they pretty much just dominated the rest of the game and ended up winning the series.
They were standing on a ward. Oh, no, it was just placed. Never mind.
Yep.
They couldn't stop it. It was too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he got the push in, because he had mid lane priority, BDD had no idea they were going for that, just using Fog of War. BDD played way too far back and punished them.
Yeah, notice their pink placement too, knowing 100% sure that if they went for that, they had no vision, and by the time they saw him, they were already collapsing on him.
Yeah.
And so, that's the thing too with like mid jungler communication is we need to work better. Is working together to choose like which side of the map you can get warded, and then pushing off of those advantages.
I think me and Vuso do that already.
Okay, I mean I haven't been paying attention. Like I've focused on bot lane, but it's and then making plays off of those.
Yeah, no, Vuso goes in and we get vision a lot and clear out wards.
Alright. Yeah, so yes, but it wasn't always with good lane party. There's a few times where I've seen everyone, whether it's bot lane, top, or mid, go for a roam and they end up losing mains that didn't need to, or they end up getting followed and it could go poorly, or it does go poorly when it doesn't have to. Just by simply taking priority or lane. And like I said, both these examples are just the best ones I could find to exaggerate what I'm saying about top lane and mid lane. But this really does go a lot for bot lane too, especially with the ability to build mobility boots.
And with the bot too, so like if we take for example the second like in-house we played yesterday, so like let's say we have you're a Nivea, right? The second game?
The first game I was Anivia. The second game I was Oriana.
Okay, so yeah, that's even better. So like, let's say we ran something like this bot lane when we were level 6. So I was at 2-0 and Cog at level 6, and we would have had Ori, J4, Kog'Maw, Taric to dive on them, and then we could have set up vision. And that's just something like we just need to be better on realizing that and be like, all right, let's work. Instead of we do a lot of heavily reacting on what people are doing and just kind of fighting in the moment. We can play more like setting things up, like that takes setup. Like they didn't go and just immediately place those 2 pinks there. They did it a while ago, and they're like, all right, we know where their vision is. Let's go ahead and dive them. It's just kind of thinking a step ahead of what you're going to need to do.
Exactly, and so that's what I'm really into with this entire lesson. Is as a team, from what you guys said, you guys want to get better. You want to hit Master Challenge, or you want to become a consistent mid laner. You want to become the best player you can be. If that's something that you really want to do, and it's not just something that you're saying because that's how you feel right now, that's what you want. This is a really good first step to take. You have to understand when you can take lane priority, communicate that with Umbra or mid lane or top lane or whoever you can. It doesn't always have to be Umbra. And you guys have to go proactively, even if it's just warding, so you can find the jungler next time. If it's go and kill the jungler, if it's go kill mid, go kill bot, go kill top. This is really the first good step taking it. And the reason I chose it is because it does take good communication. It does take good teamwork, but it also puts you all on the same page. And that's what I think is more important than anything else with the basics. If I can get you all on the same page, then it's much easier for you guys to work everything else together.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions or any comments, anything you want to talk about?
No, I mean that's just something that like with that I want to work on a lot with being an ADC. There's a lot less to focus. Say being in mid, you have to worry about like tracking the jungler and stuff like that. So I want to try and work on improving, just like calling stuff out. Like we need to get vision here and here, and then look to like dive here.
Hey, with the lack of MR items, when do you think they're bringing back Force of Nature?
Tomorrow.
Good meme.
Kevin shit posting as per usual.
One thing that I do want to say is like usually when I'm playing with you guys, there's since it's usually something that I do to myself while I'm playing solo queue is like stay focused on something that's going to happen, like let's say a time frame of 4 or 5 minutes. So usually when I'm playing, I would I don't know if you guys notice it, like because you don't play with me too often, but it's just I'll say, okay, so what are we doing now? Like what are we setting up for in the next 5 minutes? What are we going for? And always asking that question allows us to make these preparations to actually go for these plays. That can always help out. Like sometimes, like League of Legends, you're kind of just standing around sometimes and waiting. We do play a lot reactively anyway. So like asking these questions and trying to set something up could be a pretty good first step.
Yeah. And so when you guys scrim tomorrow, I'm gonna obviously be there. And
Wait, we have a scrim tomorrow?
I think, right? You guys practice tomorrow? Pretty sure you guys practice tomorrow.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
tomorrow we were gonna practice because we might have to.
Oh yeah, because we have the.
Oh yeah.
We were gonna try and practice
When does the tournament start? Is it
Monday.
Monday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monday.
Wait, when were we gonna practice? No one told me this.
It was
We
just
talked
like,
about it.
last time. Yeah.
last
Yeah,
night saying
You
that we're
said
gonna
you were
try.
gonna be off at like 5:30, and then we were just gonna play a couple games because you have homework.
Oh yeah. I have a lot of
Yeah.
reading and stuff.
So we're just gonna play a few, but in those games, I do not care win or lose. And this is something I forgot to touch on with the whole questioning thing that I want to tell you guys. When it comes to team play, right? As long as I'm coaching the team, and Kevin is head coach, yes. I was saying as long as I'm looking at VODs or whatever, I do not give a flying fuck if you are 0 and 22 and 0. I don't care if you are 10 million and 0. As long as you are doing your job for that game. All right, so if we go to play tomorrow and you guys have extremely good lane priority, and I mean like bot lane's like, hey man, we're about to hit level 3, we can push these guys in really easy, go get wards. Umber's like, all right, yeah, let's do it. You guys go get wards. You don't find the jungler, but you know where he's going to be because all his camps are down. So next time, mid's like, hey man, I can poke this guy out and he can't follow. All right, cool. You go kill the jungler. And top lane does the same thing. It doesn't matter to me. If that was done, I will be happy, and that is a victory. Because that means you guys have taken that next step, working together, figuring the game out. Even if you guys lose the rest of the game, extremely hard. Because the only way you're going to get better is by learning one step at a time.
Okay.
Make sense, everyone? Everyone agree or anything?
Mhm.
I agree.
Cool. And that is pretty much all I got, unless anyone wants to stay around and talk. Simple lesson, just going to go over it again a tiny bit tomorrow before you guys play. So you guys are free to do whatever you want.
I'm gonna go play
Wow.
some League of Legends.
All right, I think I'm
Yeah.
filling in for you guys now. Since
Yeah, I think
got your-
Tay went to the store. I
to
think
help
we
you guys
have one more game with this jungler, and then we have like 3 more with the other jungler. 'Cause it's like on Friday, so I have a bunch of time. Good riddance. I'm happy.
That is unfortunate.
Hey,
Not
I
gonna
heard you guys
down.
need an AD carry.
Oh my god, that MMR is dog shit. What happened?
He doesn't play solo queue, and when he does, he feeds. So,
Oh
that's
my
why I was
God.
roasting him. He was trying to fucking make fun of my solo queue,
What
and I
is
was
an
like,
MMR?
well, I mean, we could go off your solo queue, but the only solo queue game you have, you're 3-11-3. So, sorry, buddy. Not to mention his peak is D4 18 LP, and he was trying to tell me to look by the grass. And I was like, I mean, I was D3 for I think 3 months straight until I started playing Zoe and top lane.
I was D2 until school started.
Yeah.
Dex, do you have Ranger for your team for sure?
We're not sure. That's Tay. Tay hasn't finished talking to him yet.
Alright.
I don't know how much more we gotta suck the dude's dick to get him to join.
I hope you're able to before the tournament.
Wait, Matt is your mid laner now?
Oh,
He's just in the thing because
He's just
friends.
here.
he's a sub. He's like a sub if I'm like busy that day.
Dax is going back to ADC.
Fuck that shit.
Dax on ADC again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, can I ask you guys a question real quick while you're here?
Okay.
As far as that lesson plan, was that too simplified for you guys, or do you guys like more simplified, or any preferences? Because I don't want to talk to you guys like you're all like a bunch of idiots, but I don't know what everyone knows or doesn't know, and sometimes it's nice to get refreshers. So
Oh no, I felt that was perfect.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
felt
there
it
was some points that like I already knew, but then there were points that I didn't that you like clearly like connected the dots for me, so it felt good. Like all
Me
right.
big brain. Me know everything.
fuck you, Dax. Dax is now my least favorite person in this whole talk.
What would I do?
Nothing.
It's because I'm black, isn't it?
No, it's because I'm a Jew.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
nice.
Cool. I just
Alright,
wanted to
I'm gonna
make
go.
sure. All right. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
So this Joker guy didn't show up.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him.
So I think this is a theory I have at least, but I'm pretty sure his the account he was playing on was a Smurf account, and he just created a Discord, and I don't know if he just didn't want to play anymore, if he just didn't want to be on the team.
I mean,
but,
he's on right now.
Oh, he's on?
Mm-hmm.
He is on right now.
Yo, ask Joker then. Because I can't get on League.
Because I mean, unless someone like
No, he's on
messaged-
Discord.
Oh.
Because I mean, I guess he is still like technically new. He might not like have the schedule and stuff like that. But
Yeah. No, I don't know. He might have a reason. He might not. We don't know.
yeah, that's why I was like,